Hello, Chris. This is Christelle Martinette, and I had such a great response yesterday with those runes that it seems that it's something that is appreciated, and the way they speak, I think. This casting is for Freya's Day, Friday, and here too I have something quite interesting. And let me start by telling you how they're positioned. I have one here, 3 in a row, then one here, here, and a final at the top. And let me start by this first rune is called Sigel. It looks like an S, and that's how when I started learning the runes, have remembered it. And Sigel is or Sowilo. It's success, but what it really is, it's like a cataclysm, like lightning, quick burst of a spiritual awakening, okay? And this is so intense. I mean, I'm feeling, I told myself, okay, let's do this every day until this new moon in Scorpio, because it seems, I have to say, that I have never been getting that much mail, never have been hearing so much difficult energy, and people are suffering. There's a form of suffering going on, and there must be some wild thing going on. But in this frame of time and in this moon, for me, it's very creative. The new moons are very, very creative, so I can deal with that. And let's see if I can help you get you through this. This is a rune of spiritual awakening. Okay, the first in a progressive series, spiritual awakening, inspiration and insight. And it also reminds us of the S here, the sun, warm and vitality, the warmth of the sun. Next to that, we have Kinas again, and Kinas was, we saw that yesterday, and we talked about illuminating with light. We were talking about the intellect having to come forth. And this today, however, Kinats is reversed, and it seems that you have put your mind to rest, right? It's telling you that, yes, there is a ray of light and logics coming forth, but it's not as pronounced as yesterday. You need not focus your mental energy as much as yesterday. You are already illuminated. Now this beautiful rune next to Kinats is called Manats. And Manats is like an M with a crisscross in the middle, and it's lovely because it calls to mind 2 Wunyo runes, and it typically speaks of relationships. And it seems that it calls to mind a dance with equal tension and equal synergy. And it tells us to look beyond appearances, So, we have this sort of warmth feeling, and the light is still shining from yesterday, but and we're more relaxed in our mental body. And here we have this relationship meeting on a certain spiritual ground. I'm not talking about people meeting here. This is people are coming together. The spiritual nature of 2 people are coming together here. And right next to that is Lagus. Lagus is, yesterday I mentioned water, but Lagus par excellence is a water sign. Okay, it speaks of water, but it can manifest also as fire. rolling lava, wildfire and rolling like water. And it's moving heat. Okay, so it's moving heat. There's warmth, the sun, the intellect kept behind, and this, a face-to-face with another soul. Okay. Now, what's interesting about Lagos is that it is, it has very deep levels. All right, it is very, very, very deep. And at its deepest levels, it talks about responsibility. Again, I'm reminded of yesterday, but I think this message is quite different. Responsibility of, yesterday we were looking at this talks of your responsibility in a face-to-face relationship, in a relationship. Teaches us how to make the flow of energy work for us. Okay, here again, there's this flow, this nice healing flow. It's very, very interesting. Now, this rune over to the side, there are 3 left, 7 in all. This is the empty rune, and it's called Weird. And I'm reading this today as an energy, and an energy that speaks of a web or a network, interactive network. That is incredibly not confrontational, but it's negotiation here. It's telling you that there is a wide web and there is a network here, and it is interactive, and this is a moment of negotiation, both you with yourself and you and another person. Now we have Fehu. Fehu also came out yesterday, but this is in reverse, Merkstave, and it's, for me, this means with the same voice that it's asking you to take on responsibilities in a relationship. This also tells us that you need really, there's not alone time, but self-appreciation time, self-knowledge time. And the last, again, is Bjork. Like yesterday, we started with Bjork at the bottom, Merkstave, upside down. And I mentioned that instead of the beginning, it was a sort of healing process, gentle healing process. And today it's continuing the flow of healing, which is very, very smooth. I'm getting a very smooth, with these readings, with these rune readings, what I would like to do is smooth you across this rune, the moon, because what I'm getting is such disorientation. And if you just let yourself be moved, by forces around you and by energies around you, taking responsibility for your position in a relationship, allowing the warmth to flow through you. Let's see what the tarot can help us look at here. What I'm going to look at first is this rune Kinats that is upside down, the Merkstave, the guiding light, that intellectual beam that was announced yesterday and is a bit less bright today. We get the Ten of Wands. Okay, all right, now I understand. The Ten of Wands is talking about a burden. Okay, that burden. Probably there are many, many, many of you out there who have not been able to focus fully with proper light in order for you to understand or reason out logically what was happening. And it is feeling like a burden today. Let's see what we can do and find out what the neighboring room, the Manats is telling us here. This is Temperance again. Okay, that we're getting near Lagos, and Lagos is the water rune. This is Manats. Manats is telling us that It is a matter of coming face to face, just like the rune. Face to face. There's joy in confrontation. When I say confrontation, I don't mean it's not denoted negatively. Confrontation means confronte, coming in front of each other. And with temperance, facing and discussing what the relation is all about, finding equal tension, equal synergy, and looking beyond the appearances of actions and of what has occurred. Now there is this lagus, the liquid flow, and I'm seeing the Seven of Wands. Now there are of course residual energies that tend to reside in many of us, and I include myself in this. I'm a fire sign, and you tend to want to not get the upper hand. It's not getting the upper hand, but sort of giving that person a piece of my mind. Sorry for that. It's showing your fire. You want to show your fire. You want to show that fire. Okay, and it's a battle. Now, then we have this rune weird, which is an empty rune. We call it the 25th rune. It's an empty rune, and many people read it as fate. The fate behind events. But here, I think it's an interactive network web. I think it's energy that's in interaction. I think what this is telling me so far, that what emerges is a truth through interaction, and a truth that is negotiated through interaction. The Nine of Cups. Now, shall I say more? Need I say more? This is the message here. It is through interaction, through the face-to-face, like Manas is suggesting, that that fate can then do its job. Fate can do its job. And then we have here Bjork upside down as the last rune, but what I want to look at is Fehu Merkstave upside down, and it's the Lover's card. I'm sort of at a loss here because it's hit me in the gut. This is talking of a choice again, and I remember the November readings, and for some there was a choice the first week of November. Now, be that as it may, I'm going to leave this reading at that and remind people who are in a position of having to choose to remember their responsibility in the reading, and remember that any negotiation needs to be done face to face, and remember as well, Bjork Berkana is Merkstave upside down and reversed, and it's telling us there is healing to be done. All right, so let's say that there's an expression in Italian that says la notte porta consiglio, night brings counsel. So you might give yourself a day and think about that, because healing takes time. Healing takes time, and we have time. We have time. Time is so relative. And my suggestion is to take time. This is Lady. This is Christelle Martinette. Thank you for being with me today on Freya's Day, Friday, November 6th. And I hope to be able to follow you through that new moon on the 11th to 12th of in Scorpio, and to calm the waters, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste. Have a great day today.